All right, so as I'm sure you guys know by now, for the next 2 weeks, we've got ourselves a lot of content coming to the game. Now, specifically what we're focusing on in this video is going to be for this weekend, because this weekend is going to be the Valentine's update. Now, I'll be honest with you, the title of this video is probably going to be something along the lines of like the biggest Valentine's update ever, and that's because it literally is. In case you weren't here for last year's Valentine's update, it was not really a lot of content. I can probably just tell you everything right now. It's going to take me 30 seconds. There was a pool, and the pool had the love store meal. That was the Valentine's update. So yeah, it wasn't really the craziest update in the world. A lot of people were a little bit disappointed about it at the time, but of course the people that were playing the game consistently were also really excited because it sort of gave us an opportunity to chase after a brand new, really cool and exclusive fish, even though technically, if I remember correctly, it was sort of locked behind a timer. So like, you technically only had a certain amount of chances before the event was gone to even get the love storm eel. And then mixed in with all of that, you also had an even smaller chance to get the supercharged one. I don't exactly remember the details. I mean, it was a year ago. Either way, all of that is completely irrelevant. The point why I'm bringing it up is because one thing that I've always asked, especially when we had the huge Q&A where everyone was sort of like sharing opinions and stuff like that, specifically around the time for Fishmas when we got the huge island and, you know, me pretending to be Santa Claus, I sort of begged that we could get for pretty much like every single major holiday at least some type of an island, which of course I don't really want to take full credit for that because it's literally something that people throughout the entire community have been requesting for a really long time. And every single year, for the most part, we always get an island for Fishmas, and we get an island also for Fish Fright, which is of course the most relevant holidays throughout the entire year. But there is other small ones, like for example Valentine's or Easter and St. Patrick's Day. The point is that we are getting an island for Valentine's Day, and we actually have a lot of stuff to go over really quick. Some are sort of public still, but other ones were public for a brief second and then they quickly snatched them away. So if you weren't online at the time, you probably didn't see it. And then I also have another one that is exclusively just for content creators who basically share with you guys. So here I am doing that. As you can see, we've made our way over to the leaks channel inside of the official Fish Discord server. I will start off going basically to last week on the 28th, which is when we really got our first look at the new Valentine's Day island. Pluto said, very early look at the new Valentine's island. Keep an eye out over the next few days for more. Where this image was posted right here, which we can clearly see, is of course another beautiful island created by Pluto and a Cupid statue that says Valentine's event. We don't obviously have any details regarding this, but overall, it was really cool to see that we were finally getting an island. I know that I keep emphasizing that, but it's just really, really cool to me. I feel like they should do this for every single major holiday. Now, we skip all of that and we go to update weekend, which is the 31st. It started off with PS2, aka Amplify over here, posting a literal picture of a leak, which of course was him just trolling us during the admin abuse that was going on, which then shortly after, the worst developer that we have on the team being 049, aka Goth, he posted this image right over here, which is our first look at one of the new Valentine's fish. By the way, do not think that I have anything against Goth. He quite literally has the title as the worst dev. Now, I'll be honest, there really isn't much for us to go over regarding the new fish besides the fact that that's what it looks like. But one thing that we can go over is something that was posted a couple of days later, being the 1st of February, and that is the brand new duo system. Now, I'm gonna be honest, now that I'm seeing this duo system, it's sort of bringing me back to the times of last year's Valentine's event. And I do remember that there was some type of a duo kind of system that was available at the time, if I remember correctly. I'm sure someone will correct me in the comment section, but I think there used to be like an NPC here where basically you would have to like partner up with somebody else and collect like hearts or chocolate or something like that, and it would progress through sort of like this battle pass system where at the end you were given like dude, I don't remember, I believe it was the swan boat. Actually pretty confident this is exactly what the final reward was. Now, in between all of that, there was different other things like baits and bobbers and like skins and stuff like that. I'm really curious to see how exactly they're going to incorporate it this time. It's interesting because this time it does look like they're going with a completely different system. But yeah, I'll let you guys just sort of voice your opinion there. It looks like 10,000 of you reacted to that, so that's kind of interesting. But anyways, finally, right after that, we get another picture the day after, which shows this right here being the fish versation hearts box, which is clearly some type of a bait crate or something like that we'll be able to purchase for 10 chocolates. So the chocolate currency is going to be available, which I mean, for the most part, with the dedicated island, it was kind of expected. But if you notice, some of you that were here on Saturday when they were posting a lot of these leaks, like specifically these right here, you'll probably notice that there is one other leak that's missing from here, and that's because they literally deleted it a couple of minutes after it was posted. So unless you were here in that moment, took screenshots of it, or potentially if you were live showing this screen, then you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Lucky for us, we actually were live. And if you notice, right in between the leak post right up here by Amplify and the fish post by Goth, there was another one that was posted by Nick. And this one is a picture of a dog, which of course is incredibly adorable, but next to the dog, there is 2 brand new relics. And that isn't even half the interesting part about this. It's really the fact that one gives me like regular relic vibes and the other one gives me like exalted relic vibes. So it's very possible that we're going to be seeing 2 variations of normal sort of like enchants available, and then some really, really good enchants, or maybe just a really good enchant available, more than likely going to be attached to some type of RNG, or maybe even a quest line, who knows. I could also overall just be completely wrong, and maybe these are going to be available for the chocolate currency. Either way, if we shift on over now to the content creator Discord server for Fish, you'll notice that we're inside of the sneaks channel. This is a place where we post sneaks for all of the content creators. They are exclusive to just them, so they can go ahead and make videos and share with you guys. And right here, you can see that Nick posted this image, which shows some type of like, I want to say portal, or like maybe some NPC heart that we have to talk to, or I don't know. My brain is not functioning right now. It's actually like really early. I've only been up for like literally a couple minutes, but I'm sure that you guys will point it out in the comment section. And then on the left side, there is an absolutely adorable house. And then of course, we can also see some sort of like crates down here. So just basically like another angle of the island that we haven't seen. And it looks like they're really going overboard with this, man. Lots of different stuff popping up here, and it's actually super cool and exciting. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, things have been very, very stale with Fish for the last couple of days. So the fact that we have a major update coming this weekend and then another major update coming next weekend is insane. Now, additionally, you'll also notice that at the bottom, Nick mentioned that there will likely be a mini trailer on Friday. So tomorrow we will probably be back with another video dissecting everything that's going on inside of the mini trailer. So be on the lookout for that. But for the most part, man, it seems like there is lots going on for